Welcome to Celebrate Aging. My name is Vicki Marthaler. I'm your hostess today, and with me we have Bob and Margaret, and they are going to share a Christmas story with us because we are in the Christmas season and we're visiting with other residents as well, and it's fun to hear all about Christmas, and hopefully it'll connect with you and you'll be thinking of some of your Christmas memories. But Bob and Margaret, you have got a great Christmas story. And first, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
We've been married 48 years, and we have a blended family. Mm-hmm. His wife passed away, and my husband had passed away. I had 3 children. He had 2.
Right.
And you mixed them up, and
We put them together. They all moved into my house, and we had a good family.
Yep. Wonderful. Well, if you've been married for 48 years, it must have stuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough that we had 1 3-year-old, 2 5-year-olds, and 2 7-year-olds.
Wow. Wow.
Then a year later, we had one of our own.
Yours, mine, and ours.
Yeah.
I think that was a movie too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So tell me about that first Christmas when you had your children mixed together.
Yeah. First Christmas, we all got together and had all the kids there. Margaret had been doing a lot of shopping and everything for Christmas, and we went over to my sister's house and for Christmas Eve supper. And while kids were eating supper, I snuck away, went over to the house and put their things underneath the tree for them.
And,
But before that happened, remember about the workroom?
yeah, well, then we started for home, and they were all excited. But before that, she had done a lot of shopping for the kids and put it all in a workroom I had.
well, you got to hide them somewhere.
Yeah, and so you go to...
Then he'd lock the door. Well, the oldest boy knew how to unlock the door. So he'd unlock the door, and they'd go in and play with their toys. And then they'd shut the door. Well, then we found out about it, so he fixed the door so they couldn't go in. Well, then the oldest boy took a little drill he had, and drilled holes in the paneling, 5 of them, so they could look in and see what was there.
They were bound determined, weren't they?
So I wrapped all the stuff, so then they couldn't see what it was,
Boy, you got to keep one step ahead of those kids.
But they got so excited when we went after he was at his sister's house, and he'd go home, and they wouldn't know where he was at.
Sure.
He'd go home, and our youngest son would see an airplane going over and it had a red light on it. Oh, there he was all excited. He said, "There's Rudolph," and he would get sick. We'd have to give him something to calm him down because he gets so worked up over Christmas. But they really had a good time.
So then they'd come home and all the presents would be under the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear a Santa suit, or you just snuck home like an elf?
No, not at Christmas, but
Okay.
You did wear a Santa suit once, though.
yeah, I did for a company, and we had a party for the kids in the theater and showed them cartoons and everything.
Sure.
Well, I had a Santa Claus suit, but I didn't want to be Santa Claus, but he talked me into it. And I sat in the lobby with about 1,200 kids putting them on my lap.
Oh, man.
They had pennies for me, they had gum for me.
Oh, they wanted to schmooze you up, make sure you gave them the right presents. That's probably why Santa only has Christmas once a year. It's a lot of work.
So now we're sitting here. We're so comfortable. This is
We're going to have to share this. You found something fun for Christmas.
Yeah.
We're going to put them on the floor. So, Carrie, if you can catch this. This is their Christmas message to you this Christmas. Well, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas and dance off those Christmas treats.
Yeah. We wish everybody here and all over a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And now we have someone else who has some good memories that he'd like to share with us about Christmas, and his name is Jim McCarthy, and Jim lives over at Lamplighter Apartments. Of course, I've known Jim for a long time because you've been in Detroit Lakes a long time.
That's right.
Tell me about yourself.
All my life.
All your life?
Yeah, I was born here and stayed here.
And I know you married Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And you had how many children?
I thought we had 10. I was trying to figure out. 10.
We could say you had a house full.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And where did you make your home?
Out on Deadshot Bay.
Deadshot Bay. It's kind of a funny name for a bay.
It's part of Detroit Lakes.
Uh-huh.
And that's the name of it.
Okay.
George Easterly lived out there before we did.
Okay.
Just camped in the summer, and then in the winter he'd go to town.
Huh. So you made your home out there with all your kids, and I know that your kids are swimmers.
Yep.
That's probably because you lived right on the lake. That's how they got started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, tell me about Christmas on Deadshot Bay.
Oh. Well, it was cleaned off part of the ice so they could skate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you cut down your own tree? How did you have a tree in your home?
There weren't many trees there, just along the lake shore.
Uh-huh.
So we go down, they'd skate, and had a lot of relatives out.
Sure.
To eat.
Families coming together, that's Christmas, isn't it?
Yes.
Would Elizabeth cook?
Oh, yeah.
Did she make turkey and ham and all that stuff?
A
Or?
lot of people would bring some of the stuff.
Potluck.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, now I'm getting hungry.
yeah. Because George was my brother.
Okay.
Joe was my brother. And, Kate, Jacoby.
Uh-huh.
They lived out there too.
Yes, the Jacobys.
John and 3 of my brothers bought the land.
Okay. Well, you kind of settled out there and made it good.
Yeah.
Now, you had a memory, too, about when you pitch hit for a delivery man one time in the area.
At Christmas time. And I had some bags in my truck.
Because it was for the cleaners, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleaners and laundry and stuff.
So you had those big bags for put all the clothes in.
Yeah, they're kind of knit ones.
They're like tarps almost, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, anyway, Clarence noticed, just like they were just like the ones Dad had. I had in my truck.
Uh-huh.
After Santa Claus left.
Oh. He was making a connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he thought that whole truck was full of toys instead of dirty clothes.
Cal Cummings was Santa Claus.
Oh, Cal Cummings was Santa Claus. Oh, did he do that every year for a while?
Yeah, quite a few years.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Were you ever Santa Claus?
No.
No, you let Cal do it.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a Christmas where you got so much snow that you could hardly get together?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Louis Beckman used to plow us out.
Oh, Louis.
Yeah.
That's good to have was he a friend or the neighbor? Or?
No, his neighbor from in Detroit Lakes.
Ah.
He'd come out on his Ford tractor and plow.
Those Ford tractors go in any kind of weather.
They were. Yeah.
You could count on him.
Just a little tractor too.
Uh-huh.
But he cleaned out a lot of people out that way. A lot of people were starting to move out from Detroit Lakes.
Well, it's a beautiful area, and
Yeah.
it's very well established now, and so a lot of pretty homes and nice homes.
Yeah.
So when you cleaned off the ice on the lake, you didn't use the Ford tractor, though, right?
No, we had shovels. And,
Did you have shovels for each of your kids?
yeah, just about.
Boy, that would have been a sight all by itself.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you've got memories, too, of Christmas, and whether you went skating or had your family over, or maybe you got snowed in one Christmas. We hope that you share those, because those are gifts. Those are gifts that we share, and they're fun to unwrap, because we unwrap them with our mind and we can laugh and remember and celebrate. So this is Emmanuel Community celebrating Christmas with you this year. Have a wonderful season.